Namaste everybody, welcome to YogaCandi. My name's Candace and today we have yoga for PMS, but it's also going to be fantastic for fatigue or if you've got lower back pain at the moment. So of course, gentlemen, feel free to join in as well. It's not only for the ladies, but we are going to be focusing on some of those painful cramps as well. So there's no need for any props, but you're more than welcome to have your yoga blocks handy just in case you feel you need them. So we're going to start off in a wide-legged child's pose. So let's take our big toes together and our knees as wide as or wider than the mat. We're going to send our bum down towards the heels and extend out long through the arms. Just ease into this pose and allow your body to give into gravity, sinking lower and lower. Start to engage a nice deep inhale and exhale in and out of the nostrils. Keep this nice deep breath with you throughout the practice today. And really concentrate on those exhales. On every inhale, you're going to release the belly and relax. And on every exhale, you're going to draw the belly button towards the spine. At the same time, lifting up through the pelvic bowl. The only way to describe that is to imagine you're stopping yourself mid-flow. Let's take 5 deep breaths here together, in and out of the nose. Now gently walk your hands over to the left side of the mat, giving this right side of the body a lovely stretch. Enjoy 3 deep breaths here. And then walk over to the right side of the mat, enjoying another 3 deep breaths. And release. Come into a tabletop. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. And let's enjoy 5 cat-cows. Inhaling, dropping the belly, looking up. Exhale, arch, tuck the tailbone in the chin. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, you arch. Take 3 more in your own time. Take 1 more. From here, come back to your neutral tabletop And start to rotate your hips in one direction, dropping the bare knee down to the ground and really just rotating through the mid-spine. Tucking the tailbone and sending it to the sky. Just do anything that feels good. Now rotate in the opposite direction. Come back to neutral. Let's thread the needle, taking this right shoulder down to the ground, right hand underneath the left. You can stay here or place this left hand on the base of the spine or grab a little interlace on the inside of the right thigh. Take a couple of deep breaths. And release, sending it over to the other side. Taking this left arm underneath the right, twisting the body. You can keep the right hand placed on the ground or on your lower spine, or grab an interlace on the inside of the left thigh. And release. Let's send it up and back into our downward facing dog. Walk your dog to begin with, straightening and bending through the knees. Allow your head to hang heavy. Send your tailbone to the sky, your spine nice and long. Suck up through the belly, sucking that belly button towards the spine. When you find some comfort, become nice and still. Look between the legs or close the eyes. And enjoy 3 deep breaths here in your down dog. Let's take a very slow walk to the top of the mat. Bring your big toes together, heels apart, and just hang in a ragdoll, grabbing onto each elbow, hanging really heavy. You can bend your knees as much as needed. Give in to gravity. Enjoy some deep breaths here. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rolling the spine all the way into your mountain. Hands above the head, the palms touch, look up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the left leg towards your chest. Take a big step back. Into a high lunge. Inhaling the arms above the head, look up. Exhale, frame the front foot, planting the hands on the ground, and very slowly take that back knee down to the floor. Coming in for a low lunge. Here in your low lunge, you're more than welcome to grab your props, place them either side of the front foot to help you if you don't have the flexibility. The closer the back knee is to the front foot, the easier the stretch will be. Just breathe into the pose and into the sensations in the body. Given to gravity. Allow the hips to sink lower and lower. For those of you that want to go a step further, you can always lift that left leg off the ground and hold onto the foot, pulling it a little closer towards the body. And release, send your hips back, extending through this right leg. Point the toes and just enjoy that little stretch for a moment. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release out the mouth. Point the toes up towards the sky this time, getting a little deeper into that hamstring. Take one more deep breath. And release, come on forward, back to your low lunge. Let's send it up and back into a high lunge. Inhaling the arms above the head, look up. Now straighten the front leg. Turn the body to face forwards. Toes are facing slightly in, heels slightly out. Interlace the hands behind the back and start to lean forward from the hips into a wide-legged forward fold, allowing the arms to fall up and over your head. Just hang heavy and bend the knees as much as you need to. Release the interlace of the fingers. Take your hands to your hips and inhale with the power of the back. Lift yourself into a parallel position to the ground. And then all the way to standing. Opening up into Warrior Two, looking beyond these right fingertips. Now rotate, framing the front foot, coming back, framing it, lifting the back heel off the ground. Step back into your plank. Hold your plank nice and strong. And then exhale all the way to the belly, keeping your elbows close to your body. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale down, release the head and send it back to downward facing dog. Release out the mouth. Become still in your down dog, taking 3 deep breaths. Take a slow walk, but when you get to the top, walk your feet to either side of the palms so they're wider than hip distance, toes pointing out, heels pointing in. Coming down for a Yogi Squat. Taking the hands into prayer in your heart center. Elbows pushing your knees apart, stay long through the spine. Allow your bum to really sink down to the ground, opening up through the hips. Close your eyes and enjoy 3 deep breaths here. If this is not accessible, you can always prop your bum up onto one of your blocks. Enjoy 2 more deep breaths. Release your hands, send your tailbone to the sky. Point your toes forward and heel toe them back together. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, fold once again. Now take it all the way up into mountain, hands above the head. Look up. And exhale your hands to the sides of the body. Inhale this right knee up towards the chest. Hold it for a second. And then take a giant step behind you, meeting me in high lunge. Inhaling the hands above the head. Look up. Exhale, lean forward, frame the front foot. Very slowly take that back knee down to the ground. Back in for our low lunge. Just feel this out for a moment. Framing the front foot, giving into gravity. Allowing your hips to stay squared with the front of the mat. You can always use your props either side of the front foot to help prop you up and help ease you into the pose if you need it. If you'd like to go a step further, lift that right foot off the ground. See if you can grab it with your left hand and pull it a little closer towards your bum. Getting deeper into the psoas and the quad here on the right side. Wherever you are, continue to breathe and enjoy the sensations. And then slowly release that foot if you have it and take it back down to the ground. Straighten through the front leg. The back leg is still in line, the hip and the knee. Point the toes of this left leg and lean forward over it. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And then take the toes, point them up towards the sky, keeping the hips squared. Getting a little deeper into the hamstring. Let's send it forward back for our low lunge, framing the front foot, tucking the back toes, lifting up off the back knee. You're going to meet me back in high lunge. So inhale the hands up above the head, look up. Straighten through this front leg. And turn the body to face the long edge of the mat. We're coming back in for our wide-legged forward fold. Interlace the hands behind the back, your non-habitual way, so the opposite thumb on top. And start to lean forward from the hips, spine nice and long. Bend the knees when you need to and allow the hands to drop and fall up and over the head. Opening up through the inner thighs. Release the back, release the shoulders. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And release the hands. Place them on your hips. Using the power of the spine, bring yourself parallel to the ground. Look down. And then come up all the way to standing. Open up to warrior two. Pointing these left toes forward, opening up through the arms. looking beyond the left fingertips. Now rotate the hands, framing the front foot, coming up off the back heel. Plant the hands down, shoulder distance, step back into your plank. Hold your plank nice and strong. You can always take the knees down for easy plank. Just one more deep breath. And then exhale all the way to the belly. Inhale, baby cobra or full cobra. And then exhale, send your hips back towards your heels. Take the arms alongside the body for a nice restful child's pose. Bring yourself back up into a seat. Let's take the legs out in front of us. Keep the knees bent. We're going to come down to the spine. We're going to take it into a bridge pose. Heels quite close to the bum. Make sure you can just touch them with your fingertips. Make sure your knees, hips and ankles are in line for the whole of the pose. And on an inhale, you're going to lift the hips to the sky, interlacing the hands behind the back, squeezing the glutes together. Hold it just for one more inhale. And then from here, release the interlace of the fingers and vertebrae by vertebrae, very slowly roll the spine down to the ground. From here, let's take it into happy baby. Hug the knees up towards your armpits. You can always stay here if you don't have the flexibility. Or lift those heels to the sky, grabbing the outside edges of the feet, pulling those knees down towards the ground. In your happy baby, maybe you want to massage your spine, just gently rocking from side to side, keeping your eyes closed and listening to your body. Whatever feels good, just make sure you're keeping your lower spine and your tailbone down towards the ground. Take one more inhale, pulling those knees a little further down. And release. Taking the feet down to the ground, keep the knees lifted. We're going to take a little spinal twist before we end. Open your arms out into a T. Wrap your right leg once or twice on top of the left. Send the hips over towards the right and allow those knees to drop to the left. Send your gaze towards the right fingertips and then close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Inhale the knees back to center. Release the interlace and do the same on the other side. Interlacing this left leg once or twice on top of the right. Sending the hips over to the left a little bit and dropping those knees towards the right. Take your gaze towards these left fingertips and close your eyes. 3 deep breaths. last exhale, pull your knees back to the center. Release the interlace of the legs, squeeze these knees back towards your armpits, and take little circles, drawing the knees together in the center and pulling them apart as you open them out to the sides, making big circles with the knees in one direction, giving that lower spine and that sacrum a nice little massage, releasing through the hips and through the belly. And now rotate in the opposite direction. Take your time, be really slow if you want to. Take a couple more here. And then let's release down into our final resting pose. Now I know it's very, very tempting to skip Shavasana, but try to stick with me just for 1 minute of complete silence together. Taking the feet a little wider than hip distance apart, your hands a few inches away from the body, palms facing up to the sky. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Rest your eyes and your whole body. Take this moment for you. You deserve it. Just a moment of silence. Allowing all your thoughts to pass. Let your breath return to its natural rhythm. And together, let's enjoy just 60 seconds of total peace and silence. And then we can end the practice together. You've got this, my friends. 20 more seconds of peace and relaxation. Allow those thoughts to pass. You can stay here as long as you like, or with me, let's very gently start to wake up the body. No rush at all. Gently wiggle the fingertips and the toes, feeling that lovely tingling sensation returning to the body. Now rotate the wrists and the ankles in one direction. And then in the other. Inhaling the hands above the head, stretch the body as if you're just waking up. Now with the eyes closed, gently roll over onto one side of the body. Keeping the eyes closed, take a nice deep inhale and exhale here. Push yourself up into a comfortable seat of your choice with your eyes still closed. sit up tall through the spine. Make yourself as comfortable as you can. Place your hands onto your knees. And return to your natural breath. Now inhale the hands above the head, touch the palms. Allow your face to the sky, but eyes are closed. Exhale your palms to your heart center, bow your head. I thank you for practicing with me, and thank yourself for showing up on the mat. Namaste, my friends. You can open your eyes. I really hope you've enjoyed this flow, whether or not you're suffering with PMS at the moment, or some bloating, fatigue, tiredness, whatever it may be. This may have been the right class for you. If it is, please let me know in the comments below how you got on. If you give the video a thumbs up, you can save it for easy access next time. And guys, I would love it if you would share it with others. Free yoga is such a gift, and I feel privileged to be bringing it from my heart to yours. If you would like to connect on a deeper level, you can find all my links below in the description for Instagram, Facebook, and my website, where you can join the community. It's free to sign up, and you'll just receive one love letter from me every week to keep you up to date with all that's to come. So until next time, have a wonderful day or evening or whatever it is you're up to. See you soon, my friends. Namaste.